Okay, it's all yours.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us. It's August already. I don't know how that happened, but here we are in the month of Leo. This is the astrological sign of Leo. And the Leo qualities include courageousness, boldness, self-expression, joy, passion, sort of all those big lion qualities that you can think of, those energies that are really about kind of fun and play and finding your joy. And so I thought this morning we would kind of tap into that energy and be a little bit more playful and a little bit more energized. So we're actually going to start the class standing, and we'll go through a bunch of standing postures, and then we will eventually come to sit in the chair. So we're gonna use the chair through a yoga flow essentially, and do some of the standing postures with the aid of the chair. So our legs are gonna get a bit of a workout. We might elevate our heart rate a little bit, but it's all part of that kind of Leo fun, end of summer, really embracing summer energy. So to begin with, we're going to start with a breath practice called Breath of Joy. And this is a really fun breathing practice. It's very energizing. It should put a smile on your face. And it's quite simple. So I'm going to do a demonstration and just show you how it goes. So you want to have kind of soft knees, and you want your feet underneath your hips. And you're going to take 3 different inhales. So you're going to inhale your arms up, inhale your arms out, inhale your arms up for the 3rd time, and then a big open mouth exhale, ha, as you bend your knees and you just throw your arms back behind you. So that's it. And then you come back in and you inhale up, inhale out, inhale up, and then exhale, ha, with a ha. Okay, so that is Breath of Joy. We're going to do it at least 5 times. You'll feel your energy rising. You'll feel that smile come on your face, and it's really, really fun. When you do the ha, let the breath really exhale and just throw your arms back, kind of go floppy with that ha, okay? Everybody ready? Let's breathe some joy into our bodies. So let's go. Inhale up, out, up, exhale, ha. Again, up, inhale, out, up, and ha. Inhale up, inhale out, up, and ha. Again, inhale up, out, and ha. 2 more, up, out, ha. Last one, out, and ha. Good, come on up. Give the arms a shake. Notice if your heart rate isn't a little bit faster. And let's just take the feet wider and start to swing the arms. So we'll just give the spine a little opportunity to start to loosen up. Let the arms just gently kind of flop against the body as you turn from side to side. Lift your heel. Come onto the ball of the foot. Just let everything start to loosen up and warm up. Feel that energy rise from your feet, up through your legs, to your heart, out your arms, and out the crown of the head. Awesome. And now let the arms swing at a diagonal, just up and close to the ear, moving and getting those shoulder joints to start to open up. And then just gently across your chest, allowing the heart rate to just build a little bit, to get our bodies nice and loose, and preparing for some bigger movement. Awesome. Take a couple more rounds of this, and then begin to slow it down. Beautiful. Coming to stillness, find your feet and ground down through all 4 corners. As you push into the ball mounts of your feet, see if you can just pull all 10 toes off the floor. So activate your arches, ground through the heels and the ball mounts, and just lift up through the kneecaps, engaging your quads. Awesome. Relax all 10 toes down. See if you can let the pinky toe go down, and then the next toe, the middle toe, other toe, and the big toe. Just grounding down and making a nice connection with the earth. We'll take our arms overhead. You have an option here. We can thread the fingers together and flip the palms up to the sky. If that doesn't work out for your wrist, just grab your left wrist with your right hand. Either variation will work here. Push down through your feet and get really long through your side body as you press up through the heels of your hands. Try to relax your inner shoulders and take a nice deep breath in. Exhale up and over to the right side. Push your hips to the left and press the heels of the hands away from you and feel your arms just kind of framing out your face. Big side body stretch here. Push into your left foot and try to stay grounded as equally through it as you do your right. Breathing some space into that side body. Maybe turn your gaze and your chest slightly up to the sky. A little rotation of the torso. Beautiful. Nice deep breaths in. On the exhale, let's come up to center nice and slow. Let your shoulders drop down if they creeped up. Reposition your feet. And inhale, ground through the feet. Press up towards the sky with the hands. Exhale, let's take it over to the left as you send your hips to the right. Just try not to drop your chin towards your chest. See if you can keep your throat nice and open. And then breathe deeply into this right side. You should feel your tissue, connective tissue beginning to open up and stretch itself out. Push down into your right foot and feel the stretch all the way out through the right hand. Breathing into this side, maybe a little turn of the chin and the chest up to the sky. And then inhale, bring yourself back up. As you exhale, float your hands back behind you. So grab the hands, interlace them back here. And if it's accessible, see if you can press the knuckles down and straighten your arms as much as possible. You can also grab opposite elbows. Try to roll the front of your shoulder heads back and just feel the front of the chest opening up. This is a really nice stretch to kind of counter the effects of sitting over our computers and our steering wheels. And just breathe into this. Nice chest and heart opener. And then we're going to drop the chin towards the chest and just begin some very easy, big neck circles. Just feeling that out, taking it in one direction, as full a rotation as you possibly can make. And then you'll pause and just take it in the opposite direction. Nice and easy, really big. Try not to cut the circle short. Take it as full as you possibly can. Oh, tell me that doesn't feel good, right? Bringing it back to center. Let's release the arms and just give them a good shake. Feel that energy kind of flow out through your fingertips. And now let's face the chair. You want the seat facing towards you. We're going to come into mountain pose. So this is the beginning of our standing postures. This is the foundation, Tadasana it's called. Your feet are underneath your hips and your toes are pointing forward. You'll turn your palms to face forward and you're just going to gently roll the front of the shoulder heads back. Feel your tailbone grounding down so the back side of the body is descending, and feel the front of the hips moving up towards the heart. So you've got this descending energy on the back and ascending energy on the front. Lift up through the crown of the head, and with your eyes closed, just feel that beautiful alignment of your shoulders over your hips and your hips stacked right over your heels. Your heart is open. Your legs are energized as you press into the four corners of the feet. Again, feel that energy just drawing up your legs. Maybe pull your low belly in just a little bit more and feel the tops of your shoulders relax. Mountain pose, Tadasana. There's quite a bit going on in this very quiet, still pose, but it doesn't look like much, but there's quite a bit of energy flowing through the body, and this is a nice pose to be able to kind of tap into that. You can feel your life force moving through you in the stillness of this pose. If your eyes are closed, let's go ahead and ease them open, and we'll take a little half round of sun salutation. So you'll want to be able to clear the chair when you come into a full forward fold. So you want to make sure that your head isn't going to hit the seat. So take a few steps back just to find that perfect position. We will use the seat of the chair to assist in our fold. So as we breathe in, take your arms in a big circle up and around all the way overhead. As you exhale, let your palms meet and draw them down to the front of your heart. I'll turn this way so you can see me, but you'll be facing your chairs. Inhale, a nice big circle. Really sweep the arms wide, let the palms meet overhead. Exhale, we'll draw the thumbs right down the center towards our heart. We'll add on here, inhale, sweep the arms wide, palms meet at the top. On this exhale, cactus the arms, lift your heart and look up overhead. Squeeze your shoulders on your back. Inhale, now extend the arms overhead again, let the palms meet. And exhale, gently draw the thumbs to the heart. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, big circle of the arms. Feel those shoulder joints opening up, palms press overhead. Exhale, cactus the arms, open up the chest and the shoulders, take your gaze to the sky. Inhale, extend the arms overhead, palms meet. And exhale, thumbs travel to the heart. Now we'll take our fold. So adding on, inhale, let the arms sweep up and overhead. Exhale, cactusing the arms, little back bend here as you look up. Inhale, hands meet up and overhead. And this time as you exhale, you're gonna fold all the way forward, bringing the hands all the way down. Now bend the knees as much as you need to and place the hands on the seat of the chair if that's helpful. Let the crown of the head drop down. And if you're feeling tightness in your hamstrings, bend the knees as much as you need to help release that. Shake your head out, yes and no. And let the whole back body open up here as you drop the crown of the head down. Let your belly rest on top of your thighs, or if your legs are straighter, try to draw your rib cage a little bit closer towards your thigh bones. Just releasing the back body completely here. Really nice, gentle inversion. You can use the seat as a little assist. Now, you're gonna come up halfway, so press into your feet, firm up your legs, and then bring your spine up halfway nice and straight. So you can press into your finger pads and extend out through your tailbone and the crown of your head. Take your gaze out past the seat of your chair. Firm your low belly in, pull it in nice and tight. Feel the energy of this pose. We're very engaged, thighs are engaged, belly's engaged. Focus is engaged as we look past the seat of a chair. Take one more breath in, lengthen out as much as you can, and then exhale, let's soften and fold once again. So feel the difference between those two poses. This one is way more relaxed, we're letting everything go. The other is much more engaged and structured. Now release the hands down. You're gonna get strong in your feet and your legs. We're gonna roll all the way up to stand, tucking the chin to the chest, stacking our bones as we roll up. Sweep the arms up and overhead. Look up, let your thumbs meet. And on the exhale, bring the thumbs down towards the heart. Good, let's do that again. Inhale, arms sweep up and overhead, big circle. Exhale, cactus the arms a little back, then maybe you can open the chest a wee bit more. Inhale as the palms meet up and overhead. Exhale, folding all the way forward, let the thumbs travel down the center line of the body. Placing hands on the seat of the chair or maybe releasing them to the floor. Knees bent or straight as you can manage today. Let's play around with bending into one knee and then the other. Just working open the hamstrings and the hips, taking this as gently or as deeply as you need to. Just walking ourselves out in place here, feeling that in the hips, maybe the low back, the glutes, trying to keep the head and the body relaxed and just letting the legs do the work here. Good, bring yourself to stillness and let's take that halfway lift. Ardha Uttanasana, inhale to a flat back. Pulling the tailbone back and the crown of the head forward. The throat is open, you're looking down just past the seat of the chair. Engage your belly, pull it in nice and tight, and firm the legs up. Breathing in and breathing out. Fill yourself up, nice breath in, and exhale to soften and fold. Bend the knees as much as you need to. Maybe the hands release down. Maybe a little sway from side to side this time. You could grab opposite elbows if that's available to you. And just let your upper body hang over the front of the legs. Maybe bending into one knee and then the other as you sway from side to side. This is a nice way to let go of any tension in your low back. Keep your head heavy and your neck loose. Good, and then come to stillness. Release the fingertips to the floor. And then firming up the legs, let's come to rise. So press into your feet. Roll yourself up as you tuck your tailbone under, chin to chest. As the crown lifts, sweep your arms all the way up and overhead. Let the palms meet. And exhale, bring the hands to the heart center. Beautiful. All right, take a big breath in again. Circle the arms. And on the exhale, as you fold forward, this time just let your hands meet the seat of the chair. So you want a decent distance between your legs and the chair, but you don't want to feel like you're going to fall or you don't have a good support. So you want the palms on the seat of the chair. We're going to take a little torso twisting here. Thread the needle. So as we inhale, that right arm is going to come up and you're going to turn your gaze to look at your right thumb, rotating the chest around. And as you exhale, you're going to thread your arm underneath your left with the palm facing up. So you should feel this rotation through the spine and the center of your body. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, now sweep it open to the right. Look up towards the thumb. And on the exhale, thread it under, palm facing up. Take it as far under the body as you can. And 1 more time. Inhale to open up to the right. And then exhale to thread it under to the left. We'll pause here and breathe. Reach out as far as you can. And then release. Bring that right hand to the seat of the chair. Make any adjustment if you need to roll out your wrist, for example. Try to keep your legs pretty engaged here so you're not bearing all the weight in your hands. Recruit your legs as well. So shift some of your energy back and into your legs. All right, the right hand stays down. The left arm is going to sweep open to the left. Reach it up as you turn your torso. Look up to your thumb. On the exhale, thread it through and under to the right. Good. Inhale, let's open up. Feel this right through your core center. Exhale, thread it under, palm facing up. Last round. Inhale, sweep it open. And exhale, take it under. We're going to hold here, reaching to the right as much as we can. Keep your abdominals engaged. Feel the torso turn as much as possible. And then gently exhale. Bring that hand to the seat. Take a deep breath in and exhale it out. Good, let's walk the feet in. And now we're going to turn the chair around so that we have the back of the chair facing us. Coming into our standing postures now that we're a little bit more warmed up. So feet stay hips width distance apart, so right underneath you, toes facing forward. Hands are going to hold on to the back of the chair, and we're going to walk ourselves back into downward facing dog. So walking the feet back until you feel you're almost like in an L shape, and then gently begin to let the chest sink towards the floor and back towards the front of your thighs. Big stretch into the shoulders here. You may also feel it in your hips, your glutes, and your hamstrings. Always keep a bend in the knees if those hamstrings are tight. And maybe it also helps you to lengthen into the pose a little bit more. Try to relax your shoulders down and away from your ears. Spread into your feet. Lift your tailbone. Grounding down, just feeling the spine lengthening here. Let your head go, even here, shaking yes and no. Feel as if your spine is getting some form of traction. We're creating space here, opening up all the vertebra. Beautiful. Take one more breath in. And then on the exhale, look forward. And we're going to walk ourselves back and in. Place your right foot forward and then step your left foot back. You're going to ground the whole sole of the foot down. Your toes are going to be at about 10 o'clock, maybe 11 o'clock. So at a slight angle. This right knee is going to bend and you're going to position the knee over the ankle. So this is a pretty strong pose. This is warrior one pose. Let's take our hands to our hips and just gently invite that left hip to square a little bit more towards the back of the chair. You'll feel a big stretch in that back leg if you're doing this correctly. You want to really press into the edge of that back foot. The more you can power up that back leg, the more you can bend into the front knee. So find something that works for you. What we're doing is we're internally rotating this back leg. So you should feel that energy. The inner thigh is rolling in and back. And then this knee is bent and there's a little external rotation in this front leg. It's just a little yoga alignment here. Firm up your legs and then feel as if you could pull your heels towards one another. You're going to feel this in your legs, and guaranteed, but just drag energetically your heels towards one another if you can. All right, let's see if we can bring one hand and maybe the other to our heart center. And as you press your palms together, draw your elbows out and away from you so that they come in the same line. So energize your arms a little bit. Sink into your foundation as much as you can. And then with an in-breath, let's push the palms together and take the arms up and overhead and maybe look up, challenging our balance. If you need to, the back of the chair is there and you can just do one arm. Keep working the legs, keep dragging the heels energetically towards one another. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, let's cactus the arms open. Find that little back bend. Such a nice opening for the shoulders and the chest. Take a big breath in. Now look forward. As you exhale, we're going to bring those forearms to meet. Elbows push together. Broaden the shoulder blades on the back. And then inhale, lift the arms up last time. And then exhale, circle them around and bring the hands to the back of the chair. All right, let's give our legs a little break. So we're going to straighten that front leg and you're going to pivot the back foot so that the edge of the foot is in line with the edge of your mat. Now, you may need to heel toe your feet so that the heel and the arch of the back foot line up. So get that position. Your hips are squaring the long side of your mat. Grab onto the back of the chair with the right hand, and then the left arm is going to come up and overhead. We're going to start to tilt the front hip and pelvis forward, and then we're stretching out that left side, coming into a variation of triangle, Trikonasana pose. Now, try not to lean forward as you do this, but see if you can lean back and open a little bit more. Imagine there's a supportive wall behind you and you could just lean into that wall. Engage your legs and pull energy up through both feet. Yes, beautiful. And try to lengthen both sides of your waist as you reach long. Breathing in, strong legs, strong triangular base here. Breathing out. Good. And then we'll gently lift ourselves up. Nice work, ladies. We're going to pivot onto the ball of the back foot. So turn to face the back of the chair and let that left heel lift up. Bend into that front knee, coming into Crescent Lunge pose. If you feel like you're on a balance beam, go ahead and heel toe your feet a little bit wider until you feel secure and balanced. Big stretch for the front of that left hip. You can probably feel it. Square the hips and the shoulders towards the back of your chair. Maybe one or both hands come off of the chair back and you balance here. Strong legs, open heart, relaxed shoulders. Beautiful. One more breath. And then on the exhale, we're going to take the hands to the back of the chair. Now begin to shift your weight slightly forward. Feel that front leg turn on, maybe outer hip working a little stronger. We can stay here or maybe press into that front leg a little more and lift that back foot off. Both hands to the back of the chair, or maybe we release the right arm, opposite leg. Working our balance, keep your breath steady, try not to hold it, but keep breathing and find a focal point to rest your gaze on. Maybe you try both hands off, coming into a variation of warrior 3 or airplane pose. And then both hands down, release the back toes and straighten the front leg. Pivot, and let's give a good shake out to the legs. Hope everybody felt that. I know I definitely did. And we'll take a little cleansing side bend in between before we start the other side. So bring those beautiful arms up and overhead. Thread the fingers together and press the palms up to the sky. Grounding down through your feet, feet underneath the hips. Let's inhale and we're going to twist to the right. So the hips stay forward. You just want your torso to move to the right. And maybe on your exhale, lean back a little bit. See if you can add a gentle back bend. Stretching out here. Beautiful. Let's inhale upright and exhale, turn the chest back to center. Shoulders relax, reground the feet. Other side, big breath in as we lift up. Exhale from your belly. Twist as the hips and the legs stay where they are. Turn your torso as much to the left as you can. And then maybe add that gentle back bend, leaning back, pressing evenly through the feet. And we'll come up on the in-breath. And on the exhale, release the arms as you come back to center. Give your shoulders a couple of good rolls. Yes, beautiful. And let's take down dog one more time. Bring the hands to the back of the chair. Walk the feet back. Lengthen the spine as you drop the chest between the arms. Pressing the tailbone high. Coming into this gentle inversion. So with our head below the heart, letting the blood flow to the brain, opening ourselves up here. Big breath in. Big breath out. Taking our gaze forward, let's walk the feet in This time stepping the left foot forward and the right foot back, grounding the entire sole of the foot down, and this time taking the toes to about 2 o'clock. It's helpful, I think, to take hands to the hips to just make that slight rotation. You want to invite the right hip forward and you want to invite the left hip back. Now really energize that back leg and press into the outer edge of that back foot. So you may feel a really big stretch here, and that's where we want to go. Remember, this is internal rotation, so you want to wrap that right hip forward and down. Bend into your left knee and position it right over your ankle. Hands to the back of the chair, maybe hands to the heart. Ground down through the legs and energetically pull the heels towards one another as you firm up both of your legs here. Let's take a little flow. Inhale, now press the palms together and let the arms lift up and overhead. On the exhale, let's find that cactus, opening up the chest. You can look forward if looking up is too challenging for your balance. Now on the next breath in, look forward and bring the elbows to touch, palms pressed together. And then on the exhale, circle the arms down and bring them to the back of the chair. Beautiful. All right, let's come into our triangle pose. So we're going to straighten that front leg and you're going to turn to the long side of your mat. Line up your heel with the arch of the back foot and the edge of the back foot to the edge of your mat, okay? I can turn around so you can see me. Left leg is forward, right leg is back, creating this triangular shape at the base of the mat. Hang on with your left hand, bring the right arm up and overhead. Start to tilt that front hip forward and then reach long up and overhead. You want your arm in line with your ear. Try to straighten both legs as much as possible. If you feel like you can go deeper, the seat of the chair is there. Maybe the fingertips reach the seat. Try to lean back, keep the throat open. Keep the legs nice and strong. Feel that big stretch on your right side. Try to lengthen out of both sides of your waist. Tuck your left sit bone underneath you just a little bit more. Breathing in and breathing out. Beautiful. Let's inhale to pull ourselves up nice and strong. And as we exhale, we're going to pivot on that back foot. So bring the heel up, turn the toes, turn onto the toes, and then bend into that front knee on this side. Hands are here. Crescent lunge, maybe bring one hand to the heart or both, and then maybe one arm up and then the other. Lots of variations here, whatever feels good, and wherever you'd like to explore. Remember, yoga is a practice of making our bodies feel good, and it's a practice of adapting to everyone's conditions or situations, wherever they may be, and that changes daily for each and every one of us. Bring your awareness to the front of your right hip as you get a nice deep stretch there. Press through that back heel. And then we'll bring both hands to the back of the chair and start to lean the body forward. Create a diagonal here. And maybe begin the thought of shifting your weight fully into that left leg, pushing off the back toes and lifting the right leg up. If that's available and you might want to go deeper, then maybe the left arm reaches up as well. In opposition, right leg, left arm. If you feel steady and you've got a good balance going, maybe the right arm lifts as well. Even if it's just for a second, try to challenge yourself if you can. One more breath in. And then exhale, hands to the back of the chair, gently drop the back foot. Turn to face the long side of the mat and give your legs a good wiggle. Good job, guys. Really, really nice. Okay, one last thing with the chair. You'll want to use the seat, so you'll have that in front of you. We're gonna pick up our right foot and bring it to the seat of the chair. So just create a 90-degree angle here. We're gonna take a twist. So that left arm is gonna come up. Your right hand can stay on your hip for balance. And you're just gonna bring it across your body, hooking the left hand outside of the right knee. Then press into the back of the hand and see if you can rotate your chest around to the right. And maybe that right arm releases back behind you. That's optional. But you want to make sure that you're working the twist from your core. So your belly's turning to the right, your ribs, your shoulders, everything's opening to the right. Ground down strongly through your legs. Keep the crown of the head reaching up, tailbone down, spine is nice and long. One more breath in, and then exhale, gently release. Slowly come out of that, and we'll switch sides. Bring your left foot to the chair, left hand to left hip for steadiness. Sweep the right arm up, and then turn to the left as you bring the back of the right hand to the outside of that left knee. Now use that as a little lever. Press the knee into the back of the hand and then see if you can rotate from here. Taking the chest around to the left side, if you feel steady enough, maybe that left arm reaches back behind you. Pull your navel in. That'll help give you a little bit more space for twisting. If you feel like it, maybe you can look back at that left thumb. Wherever you are, appreciate what you're doing for your spine and your internal organs here. A nice wringing out, a nice massage. One more breath in. And on the exhale, take your time to slowly come out and slowly release the foot from the seat of the chair. All right, ladies, we've earned a trip to the chair. So go ahead and position the chair so that you can see the camera, and we'll take a seat. Nice work, everyone. Good time to grab some water if you need it. I think I will. And then join me when you're ready. So remember, we're going to sit more towards the edge of our chair, not all the way back. We're not to that relaxation part yet. So more towards the edge of the chair. And we'll take our feet nice and wide. Coming into a nice wide straddle, opening up the inner legs and the hips a little bit more. Hands will come onto the thighs right behind your knees. And let's just gently move the spine in our seated cow and cat. So as you inhale, we'll go ahead and pull the heart forward and lift it up. Maybe the gaze comes up with it. And as you exhale, you're going to tuck and round back. Your hands may slide to your kneecaps, and you're going to feel your tailbone kind of tucking underneath you. You're going to feel your navel hollow out, chin to chest. As you inhale, maybe your hands slide along the tops of the thighs, more towards the hip creases as you pull your chest forward and up, and you squeeze your shoulder blades onto the back. And then as you exhale, hands slide down towards the kneecaps, rounding back and in. A couple more like this. Let's close the eyes and just breathe through this moving meditation. Heart lifting on the in-breath. Exhaling, tailbone tucking, hollowing out the belly, rounding the spine, flexing it open. Inhaling, extending, lifting from the center of the chest, shoulder blades down the back. Exhaling as you round back and into it. And then one more inhale. And exhale, rounding back. Good, come upright. Keep your hands on the thighs, right behind the knees. Walk your feet out. You want your knees right underneath your ankles, right above your ankles, your ankles right below the knees. And then we'll take our nice little shoulder dip. So take a deep breath in. On the exhale, you're going to turn to the left, and you're going to drop that right shoulder as you press that right knee open. So just feel this. You're engaging that right arm completely. You're widening that right knee. You're dropping the shoulder and you're turning towards the left. Maybe you look over your left shoulder a little bit more. This should feel really nice. And then rise up through center. We'll do this on the other side. Pressing the left knee away, drop the left shoulder as you turn towards the right. With each breath in, get a little longer. And with each breath out, see if you can turn just a little bit deeper. Breathe in. And breathe out. So nice. Slowly come back to center. Good. And then just heel toe the feet in until they come parallel to one another. You're still sitting on the edge of the chair. Let's draw the right knee in. Interlace your hands across the front of the shin. And just pull the knee in towards the chest. Let's roll out the ankle here. Taking it in nice slow circles. Relax your shoulders down. Keep your spine long and your chest lifted. We'll reverse that direction. Oh, feels so good. Good, and extend your leg all the way out, pressing through the heel. Now you can take your grip underneath your thigh if you need a little assistance, or you can even grab the seat of your chair. We're gonna point and flex our foot. So our legs got a really nice workout today. This should feel good. And then you're gonna take your foot out like a little duck foot, and then you're gonna pigeon toe it. Feel that rotation in the hip and the thigh. Oh yeah, good stuff. Out and in, and then back into the chest. Give it a good squeeze. Sit tall and release it down. Other side, left knee in. Give it a good hug. And roll out the ankle. Nice big circles, and it's normal to hear some popping and cracking. Mine pop and crack even in the middle of the night, so don't worry about that. It's actually a good thing because you're getting rid of that air, that stale air and energy in the body. Change the direction if you haven't already. Good, and let's extend the legs straight out. So options, maybe without hands, lift no hands, maybe interlace, maybe grab the seat of your chair, and let's point and flex. Feeling those big muscles in the quadricep, getting a little workout here. Stretching out our ankles, and then duck foot out, pigeon toe in, out, and in, out, and in, and then into the chest for one last beautiful squeeze. Good, place that foot on the ground, and we'll go ahead and sit back into the chair. So let your back meet the back of the chair. We'll get a little more cozy. And then just let the arms sweep overhead and interlace them. And then you're just gonna bring your hands to the back of your skull. So let your thumbs release, and we're gonna find that occipital ridge, so that place where the end of the skull is and it meets the cervical spine. And you're just gonna do a little self-massage here. Just gently pressing or strongly pressing your thumbs into that occipital ridge and all the muscles and tendons around your neck. Go ahead and close your eyes. Just let this feel really good. Nice way to kind of wind down and ending our practice with a little self-care. I know a lot of this whole tension here, myself in particular, this is a really hot spot for me, so it feels super good. You can drop your chin towards your chest, maybe go a little bit deeper. Nice. And then relax the arms all the way down. Keep your chin to your chest. And let's just do some nice neck circles to close it out. Notice how this round feels different. Maybe there's no crunching now where there was when we started out. Change direction. Maybe those circles look a little bit more like a circle. Or it even feels more like a circle. And then bring the head up. Find a place for your hands to rest in your lap or on top of your thighs. You could stack your palms, left palm below, right palm on top, and let the thumbs meet in the Buddhist pose. This is really very relaxing for me. I happen to like it, but whatever position feels good for you, palms up if you'd like a little more universal energy, palms down if you need to ground a little bit more. Choose something that works for you, and let's let the eyes close. Let your breath begin to settle. And just feel like you can empty your brain here, letting the mind take a little holiday, a little relaxation. And take a moment to reflect back on your class. And just notice if you didn't get into that yoga zone, that place where we can kind of let the mind go of all the normal things that we hold on to, where we can step out of that place where we spend most of our day and our time. Just notice if you didn't enter into that space where we get to reconnect with ourselves, where we kind of lose track of time in a good way, where we actually can restore and renew through breath and movement and intention. And then just bring it into the present moment and notice how you feel now. Is there a sense of clarity, a sense of lightness perhaps? A sense of weightlessness, maybe joy? And just reminding yourself that this is a place that is always available to us. Present moment. Right? We get depressed if we live in the past. We get anxious if we live in the future, but we get joy and peace and calm if we live in the present. Because everything we need is right here, right now. With nice, gentle breaths, take a moment in gratitude and thank your body for all that it did today. Thank yourselves for carving out the time to be here. And thank you to our hostess for creating this community. Take this joyful feeling out and into your day today and share it with as many people as you can. Let's ease our eyes open and bring the hands together in front of the heart. We'll close the practice with a nice, beautiful namaste as we bow in honor of each and every one of us and the light that we hold within. Namaste. Thank you all for practicing with me today and for shining your beautiful lights.